What's up with everybody this morning, man? What's up, man? It's a beautiful Sunday morning. It's getting hot outside now, but it's getting hot in these NBA streets now too, though. Man, wow. I mean, I got rents. I got so much to say, not enough time. First thing I'm gonna say, Lions video coming soon. I'm gonna talk about some things. Now, y'all know the big story. Y'all already know, man. Paul George is staying in OKC. And after I was hearing inklings like this past week of like Paul George not necessarily leaving, I'm like, you know what? I know niggas like Paul George. He gonna stay in OKC. And I'm gonna tell you the number one reason why Paul George stayed in OKC. And I guarantee, I'm gonna give you 5 seconds to think of the number one reason. So, what's the number one reason why Paul George stayed in OKC? Go ahead, say it now. Done? This is the number one reason. Russell Westbrook is from California. I don't know what y'all said during that pause, but Russell Westbrook is from Cali. And this is exactly how the conversation, he like, bruh, I'm from Cali too. I'm from fucking Compton. My whole family is in LA. I go to and from LA, from back and forth from OKC all the time, bro. Like, I know you want to be there, but bro, I'm from LA. I want to be there just as bad as you do. But we can make this work. And when Paul George sees that Russ is from LA, Russ does go to LA and work in the off season every single year. He like, you know, Russ is from LA and he's making this work. Maybe I can make it work. And besides all the reasons he stayed, that was the main one, because you have somebody who's actually going through exactly what he's going through. Also, oh yeah, sick of these niggas. Hire some help. Bitches, Russell Westbrook, hating ass motherfuckers, fuck all y'all. Eat my dick, bitch. If you don't know, Russell Westbrook is my favorite player in the league. And it's not because I think he's the best player, it's because the intensity that he plays with is like nothing I've ever seen. I always, like, people get mad at me when I say this, but tell me this shit ain't true. Russell Westbrook is, I said this shit, he's a shorter MJ without a jump shot. Because MJ, the way MJ plays and the way that Kobe plays is very similar to Westbrook. It's just, and we know Kobe wasn't the best shooter ever, but he can make shots. It's just Westbrook, he's not a good shooter, man. I'm telling you, if Westbrook could shoot the mid-range like Michael Jordan, he might be the best player in the league. If I'm being real. But I just feel like he has the MJ's athleticism, his mental toughness, and people say Westbrook not clutch. I've seen Westbrook hit some big clutch shots. It's just, the thing is, when he makes the wrong decisions in the clutch, I feel like it's always something about passing, or he'll just take a quick shot. But I've also seen Russ deliver in the, like, when he had his own team, he delivered in the clutch. So I'm not worried about Russ in clutch, because I've seen him actually do it. Just like people probably ain't worried about KD, because KD choked in the pass a lot. And then, you know, in the finals, he handled his business. So now people not worried about it. No, it's that same kind of concept, you know? And I know the finals and the playoffs is a different stage, but one thing I know is a player like Russell Westbrook, the stage ain't going to change him. That's a Russ. He's always going to be like that, man. The intensity he plays with is like none other. And when people say he's a stat pattern, but I'm like, he literally works harder than any other NBA player I've ever seen. But all y'all want to do is limit him to a stat pattern, but he's the hardest working player. He puts more effort than anyone, but he's a stat pattern. I'm telling you this, bro. I don't care if your team goosing you rebounds or anything like that. There's no way in hell you can average a triple-double without actually getting a rebound. I'm sorry. Because, like, people be like, niggas be moving out the way. I've seen Melo Moss Russell Westbrook for rebounds. And Steven Adams, Moss, like, I see them. They both waiting for it was this one game specifically. What game was it? I can't remember who they were playing. Melo was right there. Every time Russ tried to get a rebound, Melo snagged that bitch. It was like 4 rebounds in a row. Melo snagged all them bitches. So I don't want to hear Niggas is goosing him rebounds and shit. Maybe at the free throw line when don't nobody care, but that Thunder team, they be trying to get bored. I watch them. I don't watch Steven Adams take all the boards from Russ, and he still averaged a triple-double, man. Like, come on, this dude is working too hard out in these streets. All the media pundits, this is what I'm so happy about, man. All the media pundits, they're mad. Why would he stay with the player that we hate most? Why would he stay with him? Why would he stay with Iverson? Why? Why? No. That's the biggest mistake of his entire career. Because they hate him. Just like they hated Ivo. Stop hating. Get your panties out of a fucking bunch, man. Dude, he's staying with Westbrook because Westbrook's a top 5 player. I think he's the best, but I have to give Steph that look. Second best point guard in the league. If you somebody want to give Kyrie over Westbrook, that's the only one I accept because, I mean, even though Westbrook is my favorite player, I personally liked Kyrie better until he went to the Celtics. He's the Celtic. Like, I can't, bro. Like, you're a Celtic, bro. Like, that took you down a few notches. But y'all admire Westbrook isn't a beat. And I told y'all, Melo, it's not going to work. OKC ain't going to work until Melo gone. Like, they can't have 3 stars. Like, what? Like, come on, man. Y'all, I'm talking about to the people like Mundo. Everything can't. I know y'all know basketball. You know Westbrook is the type of player. He cannot play on no super team, man. He needs one good to great player. And y'all supposed to build around him. And that's why I just get so angry at KD. Okay, you made the right decision for you. You got a couple chips. But let's be real, man. He could have stayed with Russ one more year, and they would have won the championship. Or they at least would have went to the championship. I mean, they had Golden State 3-1, bro. Like, y'all had them. Y'all choked, and y'all lost. As a team. Why couldn't... I'm not going to go over that shit. But Chris Paul, he signed with the Rockets. Big mistake for the Rockets. Chris Paul gets injured every postseason. DeAndre Jordan signed with the Mavericks. The Mavericks are on the rise. They got Dennis Smith Jr. and Luka Doncic. They about to be the best backcourt in the league. Not now, nigga. 5 years from now. What else happened? KD signed with Golden State for another one and done deal. I actually don't think KD knows what he wants to do. They be like, LeBron don't know what he want to do. LeBron always knows. I think KD don't really have a clue. I don't think he knows what to do. He's like, well, I really don't know what to do. I'm just gonna sign with Golden State, try to 3-peat. Like that's what he's thinking. And shout out to Paul George, man. I respect you, dude, because you could have went home. But like, every person that think Paul George should have went to the Lakers, think of it from this perspective. You and your friend, y'all both working, let's say in Atlanta. Y'all both from the city. Your boy is like, and you like, well, I want to go work back in the city. It's this nice job. And you like, well, you can make the same amount here. And these people here, they need you more than they need you up in the city. And he's like, well, I want to go see my family and stuff like that. Be like, bro, I go visit my family every summer. You can come with me. I do this every year. It's not that hard of a transition. Like, you can adapt. This can work because I do it. We're like, bro, we from the same city, man. Like, I do this too. We can do this together. And that's what Russ did. Russ is like, give credit to Westbrook. All y'all bitches. He made Paul George stay. Paul George, to me, not necessarily a top 10 player, but maybe a top 12, top 11. Like, he ain't that far off. Russell Westbrook got him to stay, bro. That just saved Russell Westbrook's legacy because OKC probably would have had to get rid of George and get rid of Russ. Saved his legacy, man. I respect. I'm telling you, dog. Westbrook will win a title as the best player. He'll win it. I think it's gonna come like when the Mavericks won. When I say that, I mean nobody expecting the Mavericks to win that year. We know what LeBron did. But I'm sorry, the Mavericks had to go out and win that shit. Like, even with LeBron playing how he was playing, a lot of the games were close. And the Mavericks had to take that championship. Like, it was not given to them. They had to take it. I just feel like it's going to be one of them years, man. Like, one of them years, like, maybe, 3 years from now, when OKC finally gets their full squad, because I just feel like they're in dire need of shooters, man. Like, dire. It sucks that Houston was able to surround Harden with shooters, but OKC can't do the same thing. And they're gonna fuck around and win the championship. I'm telling you. Don't know when it's gonna be, but Russ he's gonna retire with a ring, and all the people that doubted him is they gonna have to face, man, because they think he's Iverson. They're like, since they think he's Iverson, they think he has the same ceiling as Iverson. My point. But Ivo, I mean, he played with Melo, but that will never work. Gonna work. Everybody knew that. Ivo can make a nigga like Paul George stay. Shout out to Russ, man. Shout out to PG. And this is the last thing I'm gonna say. Why are people ignoring the notion that LeBron could go to Los Angeles by himself? Like, we know LeBron loves to create super teams, according to y'all. But when he went back to Cleveland, they were not a super team. At that point, Kyrie wasn't a superstar. He was an ascending star. Kyrie really didn't become a superstar until 2016 season, because that's when he led them in scoring in the playoffs. And I think LBJ had 26 points. He had 25 in the regular season. Like,